What's up, guys? I really cannot believe this woman's back on the news again, but Huda is yet under controversy again. I made a video last time about her being racist, but this time, this is even crazier than that. So, for those who don't watch reality TV, Huda Mustafa was a contestant on the show Love Island who was just known for being a menace to society. She had a crash out on national television, and she was in a relationship with two people on the show, and both of them went horribly wrong. But for some reason, she got a massive cult like following to where she almost won the show, even though the person she was with, Chris, broke up with her. So after the show, she got a massive following on Instagram, starred in two commercials for the NFL and Call of Duty, and was in a brand deal with Huda Beauty. But she later lost all of her brand deals when she decided to go on Instagram Live one day with her boyfriend Louis Russell, and one of her fans called into the Instagram Live where she ended up calling one of her fellow contestants, Olandria, the N-word. She ended up laughing at it, and she really did not take accountability at the time. She later apologized, but she should have took accountability the second it happened. And the thing is, she is such a controversial figure because you have her fan base that supports her no matter what she does, and then you have people that call her out. And I'm going to be honest here, guys, I really do not like her personally. I think she's a total psycho who clearly doesn't learn from her mistakes and doesn't take any accountability. And also, like I said before, her fans are crazy and support her no matter what she does, so she thinks whatever she's doing is okay when it's actually not. Plus, if you watch the show, you can clearly tell she needs professional help. Like, she needs therapy. However, she said that she only needed 1 month of therapy. But let's be honest, those 1 month of therapy saw the magnitude of problems that we saw during the show's run. So after the IG controversy, she kind of laid low for a few months until TMZ had a crazy article about her getting a temporary restraining order. A temporary restraining order. And the thing is, you can't just file a temporary restraining order, as these things require some sort of threatening behavior which has affected the protected party, or by which there's reasonable cause to believe the protected party may be affected. So what happened that caused Huda to actually get a temporary restraining order filed on her? So TMZ reported that Huda was hit with a temporary restraining order after her boyfriend, Louis Russell's ex, Nicole Oliveira, filed court documents accusing Huda of threatening behavior. According to the filing, Nicole claimed Huda threatened both her and her young son, and also allegedly made alarming statements about harming herself. Nicole said Huda swore on her daughter's life she would hurt herself and described the messages and behavior as frightening and unstable. Nicole also alleged that in February, Huda took a flight from North Carolina to Los Angeles, took an Uber to her Los Angeles apartment, forced her way into the building, and tried to get inside despite not given access. TMZ also said that Nicole claimed this was caught on surveillance footage and that police were contacted. She also accused Huda of ongoing harassment through social media. A judge granted a temporary restraining order requiring Huda to stay at least 100 yards away from Nicole, her son, and their home until the court hearing. TMZ also reported that Huda responded publicly, saying the claims were not true and that she is letting legal counsel handle the matter. If you want more information about the Huda and Louis text messages that were exposed, Storytime with Ricky does a great job with explaining each and every text message. And if you want more information about the temporary restraining order and the police report, you can look it up on LAPD records. But wow, that was a lot. The first question I have is, how was there no arrests made from this? I mean, the fact is that she broke and entered into her apartment. And the crazy thing is, she flew from North Carolina to Los Angeles to do all of this. And it's just completely awful for both parties involved, because you clearly know that Huda is just completely unstable at this point, and you have Nicole and her son that are just completely traumatized by this experience alone. But are we really surprised that this situation happened? No, absolutely not, unfortunately. I mean, we've seen this time and time again with Huda from the show and after the show, so something like this was bound to happen, unfortunately. And it's just the continued theme with her not putting in the work to work on yourself and or not realizing that you are the problem. It's not anyone else at fault. It's you that's the real issue. If she really took the time to go into therapy and not jump from one guy to another guy to another guy, then something like this could have been prevented, because her fans defend her no matter what, and they are still defending her to this day about what just occurred. Because Huda is the type of person to listen to her fans' opinion, and if her fans are saying what she is doing is okay, then she is going to continue this type of behavior. Like, she is not going to change unless she realizes that, maybe I should do something about this. So Huda's restraining order court hearing has been scheduled for April 23rd, so we'll have more updates in regards to this. But what really is the lesson or theme here? I think the lesson of accountability really applies here, because if Huda really just took accountability and say, hey, what I'm doing is wrong, then maybe she could have realized, hey, I think I might need some help, instead of just avoiding accountability and just getting more and more into controversy and causing more and more problems and distractions, not just for you, but for everyone else involved. I know owning up to your mistakes and taking accountability is a very hard and difficult thing to do, but when you are a big public figure like Huda with millions of fans, people are watching your every move, and you continue to make the same mistakes over and over and over again and not take accountability for your actions. It opens up your fans to think that doing this is okay, and thus your fans are going to be displaying the same behavior that you are doing because they think what you're doing is okay, so they think that what they're doing is fine, which creates more and more problems. So yes, I think that Huda should really take accountability for her actions and try to own up to her mistakes. The other lesson here is to just work on yourself. I mean, doing this is a very difficult thing to do, but it's very needed to evolve as a person over time. So in Huda's case, if she realizes that she is the problem and tries to work on herself, then it would fix the continued unstable behavior that we have been seeing time and time again, and it not only will help herself now and in the future, but also help her as a public figure as well, as she has a huge influence to the general public. But what do you guys think of it? Comment below what you think about this whole situation. And in conclusion, work on yourself and be accountable for all of your actions. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And again, please comment what you think about this whole crazy situation below. And I'll see you on the next one.